Been a while.
Oh. Yep, here we are again for the very first time.
In a while, yeah. About a month or so.
I've never
Look
done
who
this
we got
before.
with us. Look who we got with us, gang. It's those goofball metalheads. I love you guys. I missed you guys. So what are you two been up to? Fill me in in about a minute and a half.
Busy.
Busy? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
That's good.
I mean,
That's a good
Josh's
thing.
always busy doing something.
That's a good thing, Josh. Yeah.
we got a new puppy, so she's keeping us very busy.
She has her own YouTube channel, by the way.
We went to the Clash. We're getting ready to go to the OCA, so we have a lot going.
Okay.
And Aquashella was this weekend.
It is, yeah, it's going on right now.
That's down in Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what kind of fish you got going on in that house of yours?
I got one in the big pond.
Yeah.
The split.
Okay.
Full split.
Yeah.
He's still kicking.
All right.
I had a couple tanks crash. I've lost a bunch. And
Yeah.
saltwater's doing great, but other than that, bad luck everywhere else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Frankie's fine. I can't see him because the light went out.
Oh.
Frankie's.
Okay. All right. I remember Frankie.
The cube doesn't have any plant life left in it anymore because everything in there ate it.
Hold on.
Yeah. Everything's
Wow.
evolved.
Wow.
Everything
goes.
Okay. And
Josh, I'm still waiting on that
how's that-
shop cannon.
yeah.
The cannon.
Yeah. How are your
Oh.
kids doing? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The youngest just got her permit, so everybody stay off the roads if you're in Indiana. Same.
Okay.
Great.
Thanks
Oh,
for
boy.
the tip. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot about the cannon. I still have it. I just haven't done anything with it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad everybody's doing good over there.
Yeah. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. You know, hey, I'm still here. You know,
That's always a plus.
that's a plus. That's a plus. You know, and yeah, I'm doing okay. You know, just day by day.
When
Thank you,
YouTube's
Brad.
not censoring him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Yeah, Facebook's about to do it too. I think. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Well,
Give him
I
give him
mean, you're
time.
being pretty naughty on the Facebook, so
Yeah. I know a guy
Oh, well.
on Facebook that gets banned all the time. Don't worry about it. You're fine.
I'm not.
I know a guy too.
I'm being naughty. Naughty.
yeah. I see
I've
your
been called a lot of things, Jess.
And Naughty's
Hey.
one of them.
Let me try this thing I got here.
Uh-oh. If we lose Jimmy,
I'm
we
not
know
being
what happens.
naughty. I'm not being naughty at all. Is that doing anything?
No.
Nope.
It's not.
No.
Gosh. What about now? Am I doing anything now?
No.
Yeah. Echo.
No.
It sounds like his voice is changing a little bit.
How about now?
Anything there?
There you go.
See, I do.
Your voice changed.
Oh, okay. I told Curtis I wanted to play with a few toys tonight, so there you go.
Hey, sounds better.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Sounds about 20
I'm
years
not being
younger.
naughty on Facebook. I think my underwear is too tight.
The last time I tried a voice changer, I got a random click for about 35 live streams.
You know, yeah. This is just this little audio board that I had in the closet. I'm just trying to learn a few things, and whatever. So yeah, okay,
Oh,
well
no.
that works.
Jimmy
Yay.
keeps coming out of the closet.
Now,
That's-
Jimmy, I did try to get Rocco to come up, but he's got so much going on, working 2 jobs. He doesn't have time.
Okay. Yeah, he's been putting a lot on. He's been doing a lot at the Legion Hall here lately.
Yeah, he's working there and another place too. Plus, he's got his own business, with the weapons and everything. So he's been
Boy,
busy.
I've told him more than once. I wish I could wish I could meet all those boys at the Legion Hall with him. That would be
Yep.
a good time.
Yeah, I'll get you
We might
back up
leave-
here though.
We might even let Josh come in and have some fun with us.
Oh no, don't do that.
Oh yeah.
They'll
I
be
can
handing out
imagine.
bands like Oprah. You
Well-
can't come back. You can't come back. You can't come back.
No,
But it would be
If
fun.
we'd be
if
telling
I
John-
Yeah,
spent
but
the
Rocco's
evening-
bartender, he can get away with it.
Yeah.
Something
That's
tells
true.
me that if I spent the evening in a bar with Josh, I think they'd be carrying me out. I really do believe that.
Oh, we would probably both be carrying you out.
Okay. Well, I
It's
hope I would
okay.
remember having a good time.
Jimmy, they'd probably be
would talk
carrying
you
us all
in.
out.
Oh,
We
boy.
would make sure you had a ride, as we
Okay,
would not be the
okay.
ones driving anymore.
No.
Well, that's okay. That's good to know. Good to know.
As long as it wasn't his last ride.
It wouldn't be.
Oh. He'd wake up
We
the
knew-
next day going, "What the
Wow.
hell?" And I kind of want to do that again.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. I need a little excitement. I really do.
Is she in there? Is she in there? There she is. There she is. Oh,
You see that, Jimmy?
oh,
Whip saying they'd be
Hey.
carrying you out because you're a lightweight.
oh. She's like 45 pounds. And she's only 9 months old.
Wow.
According to the hotels, though, she's 20.
Oof.
That's right.
Well, yeah.
She's a big girl.
I had to do that too when I had my dog. Oh, yeah.
So, I gotta ask, how was the dog with all the kittens?
Oh, she chases them around and they beat the crap out of her and they all have a good time.
Yeah. And it doesn't phase her a bit.
No,
At least you didn't eat them all.
no.
So she plays with them more than anything. Except for the ones that dive bomb off the cube tank at her. That one kind of pisses her off a little bit. But she didn't do anything to her.
They all just
Yeah.
play, to be honest. Because they're still young and
That's
she's
awesome.
young, so they get along pretty well.
That's kind of what mine does.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
the cat's he's just like smack
Yeah.
me.
Yep. They let her know when they're done playing.
Mhm.
Yep.
And we've got
Yeah, it's usually.
areas fenced off or gated off here, so she can't. If they want to get away, they can get away.
Yeah.
Which a lot
Yeah,
of the
that's-
times
that's the way it's always been
once
around
they get
here.
their fill, they bail out.
Yeah. The cats kind of control the situation most of the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
they do.
Oh, usually, yeah.
Yeah.
Whippersnappers in.
Yep.
He said Jimmy weighs 80 pounds soaking wet. That's funny. No, you don't.
I don't remember asking Whip anything. Do you? I
No.
really don't.
No, you never did.
I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't even have my comments turned on. There they are. All right. Oh, hey, Whip. What's up, brother? Oh, and
Uh-oh.
there's Jeff. Hey, Jeff.
Wait,
yeah.
We lost Mike.
we lost Mike. What happened?
He does that all the
There it is.
time.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Benjamin?
Just don't let Curtis run the stream, Mike. Don't
Oh,
let
come
Curtis do it.
on.
Come on, you want to see something? don't you, Jimmy?
Stop it.
I'm famous for letting people in here.
Yeah, might put a little more
Oh,
pep
my
in your
God.
step, Jimmy.
Oh, I had pep in my step when I really needed to have it. I don't need it anymore. I really don't.
It was hilarious. You gotta admit, it was hilarious.
You see me running, you probably should too.
Yeah, that.
Might be a good idea.
Yeah.
I have a hazmat shirt, and on the back it says, "If you see me running, try to keep up."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
My-
if I'm leaving, you need to be leaving too.
My fast days are way over.
Long gone.
That was back when I had a left and a right knee
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
yeah.
Knees in general.
in general. Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of helps to have two, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I jumped out of the back of a pickup truck the other day and quickly regretted it.
Yeah.
Yep. Felt
Now, you
things
remember
popping
when-
and bang.
Well, you're supposed to do that
Josh,
when
you
it's
remember-
not moving, Josh. You're supposed to
Pretty
do that
cool.
when it's not moving.
Not moving.
Well, there's no fun in that.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Oh, I know I'd be in trouble hanging around, Josh. I know
we
I
had a
would.
kid. We had a kid in high school. They were riding motorcycles going down the road. Him and a couple buddies. He decided to jump from his bike to his buddy's bike. That didn't end well.
Yeah,
That
you
seems
know-
very safe.
I could
At
see
50
where that
miles an
would,
hour.
I
At
could
50
see where
miles
that
an
would
hour.
definitely- That would definitely not go as planned. I could easily see that.
Yeah, it didn't.
No.
It didn't go too well.
Yeah. The most I ever did riding a motorcycle is just kind of stand there and let go of the bars and just stretch for a minute. That's about the most daredevil I did on a motorcycle. Unless it doesn't feel
Okay.
right, then I'm not letting go of nothing.
Oh, it's
T
been
minus
many
47.
years.
Close to that, yeah.
Many years for me on a bike. Many years. I can't even remember. Maybe 30 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff.
I kind of transitioned from bike. I had an FLH and a Sportster. Now I'm into the dune buggy where I can sit down with my old ass and still have 300 or 400 horsepower. You know.
Right. I've had the fat boy out one time this year, and
It barely made it home.
yeah, I forgot to do a couple things, and I just said to hell with it and left it covered up.
That's kind of how mine went. After a while, it was just, you know what? That thing beats me up. I'm gonna ride in my dune buggy. It's got seat belts. It's got a roll cage. It
Fair.
has a thermometer. It has a spare tire.
Yeah, that's how that hardtail I had was. That thing would beat you to death.
Oh yeah, hardtails are rough ride.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't kidding. Springer front end and hardtail.
Oh, you're begging for.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
back when I could actually do that shit.
That's when you're
Yeah.
full riding down Main Street. That's that bike.
Curtis, if I still had that bike and I tried to ride it today, I'd wind up with half the railroad track of my spine probably sticking out of it.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
I love the way they look, but I won't ride them anymore.
I won't either anymore. My uncle's got one that's got a hell of a rake on it, all chopped out. It's like, my God, man, that thing take a mile to turn it around.
Oh yeah, a 7-point turn, just making a right turn.
Oh,
More like 15 point with that thing he's
yeah,
got.
Yeah.
I had somebody.
Rake on it
Somebody-
like that.
Somebody let me ride one with a big rake once, and he had supercharged and all sorts of shit. And I'm pretty sure it was hardtail.
Oh, God.
And I went around the block and went right back to the house that we all met up at. And I got off that thing and I says, there's two problems with this bike. One, it ain't built for me. I was twice the guy's size and that rode it. And I said, and two, I ain't never sitting on that damn thing ever again.
Kidney stabbers.
Yeah. Well, his handlebars were in my teeth. And I'm trying to stretch back. I'm sitting on the freaking the back seat trying to get somewhat comfortable. Nope. This guy was probably a 4.5, 5 foot tall.
Oh God!
A beautiful bike. I'm no giant. I'm only 6 foot tall, but goddamn, I felt like a freaking circus bear on it.
Tell them the story about how you had to ride my bike from where it was stored back home.
Her bike ain't no better. Yeah, I won't ride that no more either.
Fat guy on a little bike.
It ran great. With my knees in my throat.
Yes, what do you
Gonna
have?
fold your legs up and put them in your pockets.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what he has to do. I mean, it fits me perfectly, but he's squished when he has to ride it.
I'm used to having floorboards now and heel toe shift, so every time I wanted to downshift, I'm kicking the ground and I'm going, wait a minute, that ain't right. Oh yeah, this ain't my bike.
Like that bike my brother had. He had an old 49 Indian that had the suicide shift on it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Wow.
I love the technology, but I don't like to ride it.
No.
No.
I know.
I'll give that Indian one thing. It was easy to work on.
Yeah.
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 Super easy to work on. Parts were expensive as all get out, but it was easy to work on at least.
Right.
Very simplistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like Curtis's bugs. Simplistic. You still need to put a supercharger on one of them, Curtis.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I got everybody wants me to put what do they call them? It's a supercharger, but it's off of a modern car. It's right on there.
Huh.
It was in a movie. It's the little car that has the British flag on it.
Oh, the little Mini
Cooper.
Yeah.
Mini Cooper superchargers fit right on there.
Really?
It was like, you know, I only have like 100 horse in there, and I can pull the front wheels off the ground. I don't know how much more I need.
Now let's swap it.
Well, you want to be able to pull the front wheels off the ground and roast the tires at the same time.
Yeah. The cops already look at me every time I pull out of the garage, like, what are you doing? Where are you going? What are you doing? I'm like, I'm going to the Dairy Queen for an ice cream.
Every single time I drive Trevor's Hummer, that's what it's like.
Yeah.
There is no quiet takeoff with that.
No.
Cops, they just automatically look at you. One, it's a big Hummer, and they're like, why does that thing sound like a dragster? And then it takes off, and I'm like, I'm going as soft as I can. Sorry. And I blow your windows out.
Yeah. You didn't even put your foot on the gas.
No.
Yeah.
Off the brake, and it did it.
Oh, man.
Lay down.
Putting some,
Lay down.
the bodybuilder weights in the front just to maybe give you a little bit of weight up there.
Yeah. I got this buddy. He's got a 62 boat. Put a flatbed on the back, right? You can imagine this, right?
Okay.
Put a Subaru twin turbo.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. A
And we go cruising around.
flatbed.
I hope he has some concrete in the front. like, why? And it's like, if you get on it, it's over. He's just like, whee, here we go. And I'm just like, this is the squirreliest, dangerous thing I've ever been in my life.
That's like that Super Beetle that runs around here with that Porsche engine in it.
Oh no, that would be fun.
Yeah, it's cool as
You're
ever.
gonna have to have a handbrake on each rear wheel just to turn it.
Yeah. Got
Or
Pretty
the-
close.
got the J marks
What are-
on.
What do they call what they put on the back of some of the cars that run on the drag strips? That it's like the bar
Parachute.
that has the wheel
Wheelie bar.
The
that
wheelie bars, yeah.
keep them from
Yeah.
flipping completely over. You'd need like that would have to wrap from the front all the way to the back.
Yeah.
I've actually priced those to see what they are. It's like, if I can pull the front wheels up at 100 horsepower, and if
Yeah.
I got a car and I put a supercharger on it, it's got to have something on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
You're gonna have to weigh her down just a little bit.
My wife's like, move the seat so that I can drive it, and I'm like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. She's got super heavy foot to begin with.
Oh,
That's him.
well, I get it from my mom, so it's a woman thing.
Not at all.
Everybody
Not at
asks
all.
me, from where you live, how far is it to Kansas City? I said, like 6 hours. My wife's driving us 5.
I'll say you guys made pretty good time when you came here.
And who was driving?
She was.
Yep.
Yeah, that's her trip.
This guy, every time we go to the Keystone class, it tells us it's supposed to be 8.5 hours. He usually
You
gets
get there
us there
at
in
5.
about 7 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's a contest, right?
We get so far into the mountains and he starts doing 90 going, oh, I should probably slow down. And it's like, yeah, you probably really should.
Just going with the
Whoops.
flow of traffic.
He likes to challenge the GPS too. So if it tells you it's going to take this long to get somewhere, he's like, bet I
Hold
can
my
beat
beer.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this
my
year we
beer.
haven't dodged ladders and accidents.
Oh my gosh. This year going to the class, we about died like 5 times on the way there.
It was nuts. Just getting out of Ohio was like
Oh God, it was so
a
bad.
cannonball run.
It was so
Hey,
bad.
Tommy.
It was rough.
Hey, Tommy.
Gilbert, please.
Getting back, it was fine, but
Tommy.
And there's Craig. Craig is
what's
here too.
happening?
Craig.
Hello, Craig.
Good day, mate.
There it is. Good day, mate.
So how was the class?
It was a blast every single year. I mean, we look forward to it every year. And we took Blue with us this year, obviously, because we just got her and she's still training. Everybody loved her. She did so good with all of the kids. Anybody that had a cane, anybody that she knew was older, she was very good with. It was a good time. It was a
See,
really
if
good time.
Jimmy had a cane, I would probably teach the dog to steal his.
See, but my problem is if I teach her to steal one person's cane, she's going to think it's a game with every person because pitties are so smart that she's going to be like, oh, it's a cane, let me steal it. And,
Right.
Then lawsuits happen and I'm good.
There's no way I was doing Jimmy's cane because it's got a sword in it. It's got a grenade in it.
Oh, nice.
That's true.
Yeah,
That
no,
is true.
there's
Have it.
actually, there's one guy that's at the class every year and he is a judge for the fish shows. His name is Lonnie.
Yeah,
I don't know how to say his last name, but
Lonnie's a trip. man.
he judges the fish shows every year, and he's an older gentleman, and he walks with a cane. And as soon as she saw him, she would get so close to him, and then she would sit and let him come to her. And I have some of the cutest pictures of them interacting together, just her loving on him and him loving on her. They became best
Yeah.
friends by the end of the weekend.
It's a sad thing that,
Oh, yeah.
the pitties get such a bad rap.
Oh yeah.
She's such a smart dog, and she's such a good dog. And there was like maybe 3 people that entire weekend that saw her and knew she was a pit and wouldn't go anywhere near her. But everybody else was just like, "Oh my God, give me love, kiss my face, let me hold you."
You just drank a bunch of wine.
Everybody loves her. She's such a sweet dog. She's protected. Don't get me wrong. If you were to get too close to me when I'm out walking her, she's gonna let you know you're too close.
Yeah,
But
it's a
she's
good
a
dog.
great dog.
I'm glad you just used my shorts as a towel. That's awesome.
If I would have been there, you would have came home with me. Better come home.
I will say we went for a fish show and I stumbled upon a car show.
That's there every year.
Amazing how that happens, isn't it, Josh?
There was like 900 cars there, 800 or 900 cars.
Oh, that one.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That was a benefit, I guess, for a young girl that had passed away in Morgantown. So they did the car show to raise money to, I guess, help pay for her funeral expenses and whatnot.
Did they have a turnout?
It was great.
Well, it sounds like it.
Well, Dave and I usually walk around there
Feral.
and we sneak into the museum, which by sneaking, we're not really sneaking,
No.
but we did the first time. Anyway, he couldn't get away from the booth long enough to go look at the car show, so I went out there, took pictures, videos. I was out there probably 2 hours or so. Came back in, and I walked right up to him, and I just started showing him pictures and video, and he's like, "That's going on out there?"
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I wonder why they shut the doors."
We're talking Dave Farrell, and this year was a little bit different for them because Sandy had to stay back home with Olivia because she had a football game where family was allowed to walk with them through the tunnel and out onto the field. And because Dave already had the clash scheduled, Sandy stayed home with Olivia, and Dave came with Bree for the show. So Dave really couldn't walk away from the booth very often.
There's always that.
Yeah, Sandy and Olivia both should be at the Clash next year because they went back to their regular September date. So for the next 2 years.
How
And
come
then
I
they had
have
a
not
dog
seen?
show too. Or somewhere. There was a bunch of dogs.
No, there was a dog show the dog show was supposed to start after the Clash, I guess. But
I've never seen an Irish wolfhound.
they're
Things are
Oh,
huge.
they're, oof.
oh my God, they're huge.
They're awesome dogs.
Yeah,
They're
they
so
are.
sweet. They're so sweet, but they're huge.
My neighbor's got a great Pyrenees over here. That thing's enormous.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
yeah, those dogs are big too. The funny thing is, a couple of the people that were entered into the dog show with their dogs looked at Blue, and so they started kind of judging her based on what they know, and was telling me that she has really good hips, really good stances, really good teeth. They were like, "She's a beautiful dog," and I'm like, "So is this my hint that I need to enter her into a show?" Like, apparently, she's a show quality dog.
It'd take a lot of training.
She does still need a lot of training, but we're getting there.
Takes time.
And I mean, she's only 9 months old, and with a pit, they don't really start becoming fully trained until they're like 2. So
Right.
I have a lot of work to do with her, but she's really good already.
She's getting there.
People were just amazed at how well behaved she was for the Clash because I had already put so much work into her by that point.
Yeah, being around all those people.
And she had not been socialized to that extent ahead of time. So I didn't even know how it was going to go, but I was prepared either way. But I mean, I couldn't walk into the vendor room without her, because if I did, people were like, "Well, where's the dog? Can I have a break, please? Can can I take a break and get a breath and I'll bring her back in like 20 minutes maybe?
Calling her purple.
Oh, yes, Annette. Mystery Snail kept calling her purple, so everybody was confused because she would yell across the room, purple, and come running at her. And people are looking at me going, I thought her name was Blue. And I'm like, it is, don't mind Annette. It was a fun time.
I will keep my comments to myself.
Oh,
Yep. Me too.
I'm just
Me
wondering
three.
if I show
oh
up at the,
goodness.
if I show up at the airport, is Josh going to come pick me up?
Do what?
Oh, yeah, I didn't catch that.
If I show up at the airport up there, is Josh going to pick me up?
Oh, 100%.
What, at the year or at the class?
Either one.
Either one.
Yeah,
100%.
All right.
as long as I know you're doing it, because by the time I get there, if I'm comfy, some cans of stuff start getting tipped back, and I ain't going nowhere.
Well, Curtis will be tipping them with you, so.
But as long as I know you're there, I'll come get you. We'll save that for the return.
I'm just making sure that I got somebody I can call.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Absolutely.
I'll come get you. I think that airport's like an hour away, I think.
Roughly.
I looked it up. It was like, why does everybody fly into Philadelphia when you can fly into Morgantown?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, it's like an extra $80 round trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Philly is, I mean, I think if I remember correctly, Philly is like a 150-mile drive from Morgantown.
Yeah.
It's like an
It's
hour.
a drive.
It's an hour or an hour and a half or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
When I looked
I do remember, though.
Get on the toll road, nobody cares about speed on there.
I do remember, though, for 1 year for the class, I had signed up, like, to help with people flying in. Hey, yeah, I'll go and pick them up. It was last year or the year before. Signed up and was like, yeah, I will go to the airport. I'll help shuttle people to the hotel, whatever. Nothing. Nobody even got back to me about it. So I was like, oh, they must have enough people. Well, that wasn't the case at all.
No.
But
if I go, I'm flying all the way to Morgantown. So it's less than $100.
Yep.
I want to say, Josh and Jess, hey!
yeah. Oh, we would 100%. We would come and get you, just as long as we knew about the time you were going to land, so that we could plan our arrival time around the same time. We would absolutely, we would pick you up.
Either that, or I would refrain from the Colt wobble pop.
Well, worst case,
Until
you're going to
you
have
pick
to.
him up.
Yeah.
Worst case, you're going to have to share the backseat of the car with Blue, but she's super friendly and she'll just lick you to death. It's fine.
Hey, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
She's going to come with us every year. We were told she's the mascot and we cannot not bring her. So
Good. So,
Well, see, Jess, when Curtis and his wife comes and seen my fish room, his wife kept trying to leave with the cat I have. Then when he got outside, she kept trying. She wanted to take all of them I had out there.
I mean, I have 5 in my house. If anybody is interested, I'm just
I
saying.
had one. I got one in the house. I had 9 outside.
Oh,
Well, I got a few.
sweet.
We're the opposite.
I'm different. I have 5 inside, 6 total inside, but 1 is strictly upstairs. And
But
then I have 1 outside. So
My
we
one
have-
inside is the one she wanted the most, though.
Oh, well, duh.
I am so surprised that I did not come home with a kitten. But it's not over.
I would.
We got to come see you again.
And
I would publicly tell people how many we have, but did y'all hear about that Peanut the squirrel that the government murdered?
Yes.
Yeah. How about
No.
that?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Well, it is. So obviously they had some people around there that did not like them too much. They're probably jealous of them, to be honest with you.
Probably.
And
I didn't
yeah, the
see any
government.
reason why that squirrel got euthanized.
Yeah, I don't feel like there was a reason why it should have been murdered, but
Well, I'm afraid of that happening to myself and Pat and our cats. To be honest with you, we've
my God.
got too many. We've got too many. I'll just say that. I'll there's only 3 in the house directly, but around the house we probably have 65.
But are they all yours, or are they just neighborhood cats
No.
that you started feeding and now they stick around?
Correct.
The strays.
But guess what? We started feeding one cat outside. 7 years
That's all
ago.
it takes.
And now,
Yep.
And now there's 60 something of them out there.
That's all
Yeah,
it
that's
takes.
all it takes.
I feed all of our neighborhood cats too, and you know what? I don't care. I'm not ashamed. They have to eat.
Yep.
They have to have shelter.
Well,
The return
We're not the only
in
one-
that
we're not the-
investment is it cuts down on vermin, big time.
oh yeah. Hey, this neighborhood used to have rats and mice, Josh.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
yeah.
not,
Well,
not anymore.
they came a few years back and they rounded all the stray cats up, and then they started tearing
Yeah.
houses down around here. Well, what happens
Oh,
when you
boy.
tear a house down, an abandoned house?
The mice gotta
Uh-huh.
go
You
somewhere.
start getting rats. I mean, these rats were walking around in broad daylight.
New York
Oh,
sized rats.
No fear in them. So
Wow.
somebody around here, I'm not going to name names or claim anything, but somebody around here kind of saved the neighborhood with, feral cats, and now there's cats in the neighborhood, no more rats.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go.
Mhm. Take that one, city of Fort Wayne.
What do you guys think about rabbits?
We let our cats kill them.
I got like rabbits living in the front yard.
Oh, rabbit? Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
We have a
rabbit.
pet rabbit, so
Little bitty bunny rabbits. And there's nothing around my house. No mice, no nothing.
The only bad part is they like to chew wires.
there you
Yes,
go.
they do. Yes,
No
they
I
do.
had groundhogs.
There's
Yeah.
no wires in my
Yeah.
house. Everything's underground.
Groundhog, moles.
We've got, if it rains here a lot, because the river is about half a mile south of us,
I don't even think it's that far.
is quarter mile. But
Yeah.
if it rains heavy enough, you'll see all the groundhogs, or not groundhogs, the beavers will actually push in. They go to the empty field across the way
They
from.
do. Yeah.
I've got many pictures of a mother with her, I don't know what you call them, baby beavers, but they're pretty wild to watch. But
Beavets.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
BBs. They're BBs.
they're pretty cool to watch.
They're fun.
You don't have a beaver hat yet, Josh?
A beaver hat.
No, not yet. Well, see, here's the problem. I'm like downtown, so they don't like. They frown upon discharging things abruptly
Yeah.
around. So,
Discharging abruptly.
yeah, I tend to restrain myself from that.
When I was
Where I'm
younger,
at, you can fire it off all you want. Nobody says a word.
Yeah,
when I was younger, I had a beaver hat, but it was a different kind of beaver.
I was
I'm just-
waiting for
I'm just
somebody
saying.
to take that there.
Wouldn't that be more like a beaver mask? It's not really a
Well-
hat. It's a mask.
More of a speed.
It's a mask.
All right. Yes.
Anywho, subject change.
Yeah.
I have a shirt. I have a shirt that I bought, And somebody took it to the class with us, and I was like, "There's too many damn kids here. I am not wearing this shirt."
It would have been funny.
I don't want to explain any of it.
They wouldn't have understood.
It just says 2-seater with an arrow up and an arrow down.
Ah, okay.
So I'm like, I wore it on the last day, and then I forgot I was wearing it. And I walked into McDonald's, and the looks I was getting through all the truck stops and stuff on the way back home, I'm like, why is everybody like it was old biddies looking at me, but just a couple of them smiled and a couple of them didn't. Put it that way.
Yeah.
And I went, what the hell? And I looked down and I went, oh shit. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I forgot I had this shirt on.
Oh boy.
Fun trip though. Fun trip. A lot more fun than last year.
Well, you couldn't drink last
Yeah,
year.
but I could this year, and boy did I.
Oh man, it was a party.
Well, sure.
2, 3 o'clock going back to the hotel room every night.
I met
Wow.
Jesus apparently.
Let's not talk about that guy.
Yeah. He was fun.
I miss
Yeah.
those days, guys.
The class was a good time. I mean, it is every year.
It was fun. And I mean, not that last time wouldn't have been fun. It just wasn't fun for me.
Yeah. When you're
And it wasn't anybody there's fault. It was mine. So, you know.
Okay.
So you had to make up for it, Josh.
Oh yeah,
Oh, he made up
Oh,
for
I
it
did.
this year for sure.
I think I did.
Yeah, he did.
Just ask Whip.
Yeah. Whip's not in the chat anymore. He was feeding his face hole.
Oh,
We're going to be
Poor
seeing him
guy.
in a few weeks at the OCA then.
yeah, he's gonna be there.
Are you going to the OCA?
We are.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, we actually got a room there.
Yeah, we got a hotel room, so we're going to be there from Friday to Sunday.
I'm gonna draw stick figures and put them on the. So this hotel, they have a board and it tells you what every room what they're selling.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna
Fish wise, oh my gosh, let's add that part.
I'm gonna make pictures and say if you want pictures, come to this room. And it's just gonna be like crude stick figure. And be like
Oh, God.
$5 a piece.
Hey,
So we usually
let me ask Josh and Jess a question about going to these shows. Okay, what is keeping you interested in going to these events?
Our
Why do
friends.
you go to them?
friends.
Okay.
Friend.
Okay.
So we've gone to the OCA a couple of times, and usually it's just been for a couple of hours and come back home because it's a 3.5 hour drive, no big deal. Well, we found out this
Okay.
year that Whip is going to be there.
Jeremy's gonna be there too.
Jeremy from Aquarium Domain is going to be there the entire weekend. So some big friends that we really love are going to be there for the whole weekend. So we actually got a room so that we can also be there for the whole weekend. It's all about the camaraderie, hanging out with friends, and enjoying the aspect of the fish show at the same time.
And once in a while, I do get
Jeremy's got to be a riot.
Oh, Jeremy is a
He's fun.
blast.
He's fun.
Oh my God, he is so much fun.
He's still trying to talk us to moving down there.
Jeremy is trying to get us to move to Pennsylvania, which I have been trying to talk him into for a few years. And Jeremy and Jerome, I guess, if we're going to keep them separate, both tried to talk him into it this year at the Clash. So, yeah.
I need to meet
Well-
Jeremy for him to meet. some of the comments me and him have back and forth are just like, holy crap, this dude is so hilarious.
Aquarium Mermaid, oh my god, he's so funny. On our way to the Clash, we did a live stream on the way to the Clash, and he was in the chat, and he said, whoever gets there last buys the first drink. And we're like, oh, challenge accepted. Well, we ended up getting to the hotel 10 minutes before him.
It wasn't even 10 minutes. It was like 3.
And he bought us drinks because he took that literal. So because we got there before him, he actually bought us drinks, and then we shared our drinks with him too. But it was just Jeremy he's a cool cat. He's so down to earth, and he's so smart and knowledgeable about fish. Like,
I see where he's got his Predator Bay about ready to go up and running. And
yes. And now he wants to come here and help us build a big tank in our basement because we need to get something different for Split. So he's like, I'll come help.
I'm getting ready to challenge him to come to San Antonio.
uh-oh.
That would be great.
I need to get him up on stream.
We need to.
He would do it.
Yeah, he doesn't do a lot of live stuff.
Oh, he would do it.
He would do it, though.
He was
He would
on
do it.
somebody's show a while back.
Yeah, he would do it.
Yeah. I want him to come to San Antonio. It's like the Triple Crown plus a couple.
That'd be cool.
It's ALA, ACA, the killifish, the bettas, and the guppies are all in one place in San Antonio in June.
Okay.
The San Antonio Riverwalk and all that going on.
Yeah. See,
That'd be a pretty fun time.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him a message and say like, "Come on, dude. I know you can do it. Go up.
I bet he'd do it. I bet he would.
I bet you guys can do it."
I mean, I've got no problem coming to Texas.
yeah. I have never been to Texas, so I would not be opposed.
All my exes don't live in Texas. I got no problem going there.
Heck yeah. I'll be there. Ives will be there. New local Austin will be there. We'll pick you up at the airport.
Oh, there's another character, new local.
Oh God, I love him too. He's so much fun.
Well,
And his
Jeremy,
wife.
if Jeremy flew in, somebody could pick him up.
I'll pick him up. I'll be there.
Oh,
that
there's
might be-
Jake also. I didn't see
That might
Jake
be-
come in.
Oh yeah, new local. As soon as you see him, you know you're in for a good time. And he gives amazing hugs. I'm just going to throw that out right now. If you are a hugger and you come in contact with new local Austin, give him a hug because he loves him. And he loves hugs, and he gives fantastic hugs.
I'm not going to tell you how high he picked me up off the ground. I'll just use that.
But I would believe it though because he loves hugs. It's great.
I love that guy.
He's
Tommy
so
was in
awesome.
Oklahoma.
Hey, good. That's great, Tommy. Tommy won
Yeah.
some money at the casino.
Yeah, he went to Oklahoma Casino.
That's about
Well,
as
good for
close
you,
to
buddy.
Texas as I've been to Terry's, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, yeah,
Silver
That's
Creek,
just a hop, skip, and a jump for me.
right.
Yeah.
Tommy needs to be in San Antonio, and I'll pay for the room, brother. You and only.
Yeah. Now I could be stupid here, but isn't the Alamo down there?
Yeah.
From Texas.
Yeah, there's so much history there, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
And they're gonna-
San Antonio, I
and-
believe, right?
and in San
Yes.
Antonio, we're going to go live collecting,
Oh wow.
and we're going to go to a fish. What do you call it? Hatchery.
Huh.
There's all that stuff to do. I will send both of you an email because I know Josh, you won't read it. Yes, you will.
I read them sometimes.
I always read my email.
I'll send both of you the email about it.
Okay.
It'll be a great time. It'll be a great time.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Not at all.
I'm always going east. I wouldn't mind going west for one.
Heck yeah. Go
Not
down there
going to California. I don't want to be anywhere around there. But
to Texas. We'll go eat tacos. We'll go eat barbecue.
I'd sign me up.
Tex-Mex.
Sign me up. Sign me
Yeah.
up.
The yeah. Just send me the dates of it so I know they'll win.
Yeah, I'll send
God, yeah. Because we have to prepare.
Yeah, because it's too soon. I don't know if I can go. Or not.
Well, it's in June, so this is
in
November.
June?
Oh, then probably not because we're going to be in Gettysburg for our anniversary the end of June.
It's the 1st of June. You can make it.
Oh,
That's going to be tight, but we might be able to make it happen.
we might be able to.
This guy that just joined the chat, Skipper, he's gonna be there.
Skipper made it.
There
in.
he is. Hey,
Hey,
Skip.
Skip.
My brother.
Skippity-doo-dah.
Skipper and Tommy both need to be there.
That's another one. We missed him this year at the Clash. I miss his hugs. He gives good hugs too. I'm a hugger if you can't tell.
Skipper, I volunteered.
But I will.
Skipper got us all sick last year because he hugged us all when we were leaving on Sunday, and we all came home very sick because of it.
You can't blame that on Skip.
I can because it wasn't just you and me. It was like a lot of people that were like, "Oh my God, I'm so sick," and it was because we found out we all hugged Skipper.
That doesn't mean a damn
I've
thing.
always heard that.
Actually, it does. That was the theme. We all hugged Skipper, and then we all got sick.
How it
He was
works.
just sharing
That
the
is-
love.
You guys could have used the same
But you know
toilet.
what? He even warned us. He warned me at least ahead of time. He said, I'm really sick, but I kind of want to give you a hug. And I literally said, I don't care. Give me a hug. And then the day that we got home, I was so sick. I was like, oh my gosh, I was cussing him in my head. But I was still very happy that I got a hug because Skipper gives great hugs.
Right. I'll take a Skipper hug. I'll take one today.
There's nothing like a Skipper hug, I'm telling you. He said, listen here, you little...
Those weren't the exact words she used.
I'm trying to PG myself for this channel because I don't know how far I can push it. So, anyway.
Jess, on this channel, you can push it as far as you want.
I still love Skipper with all of my heart, but I definitely was absolutely calling him an asshole for getting me sick. But
Wow.
I still also very much was like, you know what? I don't give a shit if you're sick. Give me a hug because I'm not going to see you for a year. And then I regretted it.
That's why we like to go to these things, which we've already touched on.
Yes. That's why we go to these shows because that's
Right.
the only time we get to see a lot of these friends is at these shows. So that's why we make sure that we can be there.
What is PC? Pretty cheery.
Sure.
I don't know. I was just making that up.
Tommy said the kind of hug that keeps on going. Yes. You did warn us, Skip. You absolutely said, I'm sick, but I really want to give you guys a hug before you leave. And I said, I don't give a shit. Give me a hug. And then I regretted it. But yeah. But yeah, that's why we go to these conventions is because we don't see a lot of these guys unless we are at these conventions, and then we only get so much time, and so we definitely don't take those for granted. We definitely appreciate every single moment we get with anybody that we see at these conventions because you can't. You have to appreciate every single second.
If I ever see Tommy, he's getting a hug that he's never got before. He's gonna get.
You're gonna squeeze the alien. You're gonna squeeze the alien out of him.
I'm gonna squeeze that alien, dude. I love that dude.
I'll shake his hand so hard his finger will fall off. Oh, wait a minute.
You want to shake the other hand, then, Jimmy?
Same with Skipper.
Well, okay, yeah.
Skipper's like my brother.
What I tell you, wish I could have drank last year.
Oh, Tommy says he accepts hugs. I love hugs. I'm telling you right now, anybody that is watching this that has not met me in person, if you see me, do not hesitate to give me a hug because I love hugs and I love meeting people. I'm not going to be weirded out. I don't have social anxiety. Just please give me a hug. Just give me a hug.
Tommy, you're not gonna have a choice. How's that?
I probably would not give Tommy a choice.
Yeah.
I will say though, that when we were at the Clash, there were quite a few people because I was the one that had Blue on the leash beside me. There were a few people that were like, "Is it okay that I hug you?" Because the dog is gonna get protective. They want to make sure she's not gonna do anything to them. And I'm like, "Oh, you're fine. You're fine."
I don't know, Jake. I think about you, bro.
Yeah,
but
Jake.
Best.
I don't know about Jake either.
But River, you know, that's a different story.
Yeah, River's fine. Trust me.
If you do hug me, I might have pigeon and or chicken shit on me. I mean, listen.
Yeah, whatever.
It is
Wow.
what it is. Yeah. It happens. It's up to you to clean it.
Well, I've had worse on me than that, so I'll go for it.
I'm a mom of two. Pigeon shit doesn't scare me. I'm just saying.
I'm all in on grabbing Tommy.
I learned at a young age to stop looking up with my mouth open.
Oh,
Thanks
yeah.
to-
You learn riding a
Definitely.
motorcycle. You learn to ride with your mouth shut too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Freaking June bugs.
Oh man, it's like getting hit in the neck with a boulder.
Me and
I got hit by a bee once. Stung me right in my neck. I about flew off. You can ask her. I jumped. I'm like, oh, what the heck? I thought I was shot.
Oh, on the mic. Yeah.
Yeah.
my best friend and me were running down the interstate up there in Iowa on 70 mile an hour on bikes one year, and he got hit right between the eyes with a June bug.
Yeah.
I thought it knocked him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got hit in the throat once by a June bug, and he was coughing so hard after that I thought that we were gonna lose control of the bike and die.
It was after that bike. My next one had a windshield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That takes a little bit of moving for you.
Yeah, it takes a little bit
Those
out of
bugs hurt.
Yeah, them windshields. Last thing goes through that bug's mind is its ass.
Yep. But it don't hit my neck. Not only that, cigarettes too. They fly out. Sometimes they'll hit you in town.
Mm-hmm.
I've been popped by a few. That's great. I've been popped by my own too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can tell when I stopped smoking because my beard started growing down here.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're sketty.
When I did smoke, this was all gone because it would instantly do that and right into the cigarette.
Well, mine's gone because I was welding the other day and kind of caught it on fire.
That happens too.
Yep.
Especially when you're welding overhead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I had a cherry come down the other day. Well, it's been a few weeks. I was up there just getting it, and well, I had a big one hit the floor. Man, it looked like firework, like a mortar went off. Just, I'm sitting here going, "Boy, I'm glad I wasn't laying down for this."
I can't tell you how many times he has come home with burns on his arms from the cherries from
yes.
welding.
Oh,
Because
yes.
his-
Oh, yeah.
there's some right here.
Yeah.
the old uniforms that they had would hold that cherry in his
Yep.
shirt, in his sleeve, and he didn't have enough time to react to shake his sleeve to get that cherry out of there. And I mean, just horrible burns on his arms.
I've got
Yep.
I've got some welding sleeves now, but it's already burned through that.
The damage is done.
I've got the leathers. When I used to do them water tanks for the government, we wore the leathers wearing overhead, and it's they still get down inside them leathers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, we had one roll, had a big one roll right down my back all the way down. Ooh.
Mm.
I'm telling you right
You
now.
can just feel every spot that it hit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were running 70-28 jet rod.
Mm.
Yep.
Ouch. That's all I got to say for that is ouch.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Mr. Kane.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, buddy.
Hello, Jeff.
Howdy ho. I see Sketty. What's up, Sketty? What's up, Jeff? I'm trying to keep up too, but we're cheating. We're using our TV.
We are. So
Me
we
too.
keep looking. Yeah. But our TV is also behind on the chat versus the live, so it's kind of weird.
I've got a few spots like that, Jake.
Eddie, I gotta tell you, I'll probably be up around your area. Thanksgiving time. I'll be up there.
But don't hold your breath, Sarah. Don't hold your breath.
Mama already told me. Mama already told me.
Okay, okay.
Mama told me. You know how it is when Mama says we're going somewhere. This
Well,
time.
that's true. Mama's the boss. I know that.
Mama's the boss.
Yep, Curtis, don't give her no lip.
So,
Hey, I am always telling Curtis how lucky he is to have a wife like he has, but he knows it. He knows it.
Oh, she's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
She is a sweetheart.
yeah, she helped me carry that tank into my house.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure have.
But she didn't help us carry it out.
No, she didn't. She stood there and watched this.
Oh, I've done the carrying out part too.
And then
That's
she
just a
says,
115 acrylic.
Then she says, when are you going to get my angel?
Oh. A 150 acrylic is pretty light, actually, compared to some of the other things we have. Acrylic is light.
It's
That-
not like that 310 all glass one I had.
The 200 cube that we have is acrylic, which is way lighter than the 150 glass that we have. I mean, I'm
Yep.
just saying.
Maybe
Oh,
by
yeah.
like 50 pounds.
It's so lighter.
It was still a giant pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I'm never doing it again.
Says the pain in the ass himself.
Biggest tank
Oh,
I
whose
can handle
idea
by
was it?
myself now is 20.
I think if we sell the
Whose
house,
idea, hey,
it's there.
Jess, whose
What?
idea was it to get that cube?
His,
I figured that, yeah.
it was 100% his, but I supported it because I wanted it.
Yeah.
Well,
Hold on a damn minute.
no,
No.
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 Here we go.
Stephen
Here we go.
contacted you,
He did.
and you asked me, and I said, hell yeah.
No. He contacted me and said he was selling it. Did we want it? And I showed you everything and said, hey, if you want the tank, it is for sale. and you said yes, let's go get it.
Well, and we saw the tank set up there running with. That tank is the reason why their pool has all those sickles.
At the place that we will not name. It's like the Voldemort for fish keeping.
But anyway,
no, because then my mouth is really going to run and they're going to boot us out of this live stream. So I'm just going to be nice and keep my Scorpio mouth to myself.
Nope. I won't boot anybody out unless they deserve it.
No, we
See, this is
exactly what you're talking about and why.
This is why I love to see. I love to see couples on YouTube. This is why. It's just so much fun.
This is real life. This ain't scripted.
We just celebrated 21 years of marriage. We kind of, I mean, you gotta.
Yeah. Well, good for you. Good for you.
So the tank initially came from OFR.
I thought we said we were
It started at OFR. They sold it to another fish tuber. He had an idea for it that didn't work, so he contacted me and said, hey, this isn't going to work. If you guys want the tank, let me know. We were like, yeah, because we actually saw the tank. It looked good. We won it.
We knew what we were getting into.
So we knew what it was going to take to bring it home, but also fuck OFR.
I'm just glad I didn't have to make 2 trips.
That part too. And we also had to build our own stand because the shitty ass stand that they had that came with it fell apart in the truck on the way home because they don't know shit about sit, but whatever.
Well, maybe it's a good thing that it fell apart on the way home, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we were trying to get it out of the truck when we got home and it was coming out in pieces. We were like, well, fuck that one.
Well, that's okay because I didn't want it as tall as it was anyway.
Yeah.
So it worked out.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
Well, that was a fun thing to watch you guys do. I remember watching.
Yeah.
It was an absolute pain in the ass to get that tank set up. It was.
I had to cut and remove the entire.
That's why it was so much fun to watch.
He had to cut out the door frame and then reframe it and reset the door just to get that damn thing in there.
Now my damn door squeaks.
And then he's talking about how he wants to.
Carpenter.
Now he's talking about how he wants to change the top facade of the tank too, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, can we just leave it alone?
Well, I want to do that.
Skipper went to Aquarium Domain's house today.
Who did what?
Well, how about that?
Skipper, he went to Aquarium Domain's house today.
Oh my God, now I'm jelly belly.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my God. I
just
love
like getting
Jeremy.
out anywhere.
I love Jeremy so much.
Tears of
would,
yeah.
I would be too tempted to build something.
That. Oh, that's awesome.
June, I see June.
I do see.
How you doing, June?
Yeah. I haven't seen June forever, probably because I haven't been watching anything.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing too. We haven't done a lot of live streams lately.
Yeah.
I didn't been in them.
I think the last time before we went live here was at the Clash. We did do a live stream at the Clash, and we had Ed.
We did one Monday.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and that was the first time since the Clash that we had gone live.
Yeah. I don't know. It's when the moment strikes me.
Yeah, we feel like any more scheduling to go every week feels too much like a job, so we just kind of go when we feel like it.
Well, I hadn't streamed for almost a month, and me and Curtis were talking yesterday, and it's like, or the other day, and it's like, I'm scheduling for Saturday. Let's do it.
Yeah, Well, it's funny because when you initially got a hold of me, you had planned to go live when we were going to be on our way back from Pennsylvania or just about home. And then I never heard from you. So I was like,
Right.
well, I don't know
Well,
what's going on.
I wound up in the hospital for a while, and had some health issues and some other stuff. So, yeah.
Right.
I felt bad because I thought I missed it.
No.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wait, 2 weeks later, I'm like, shit, I was supposed to be on somebody's stream.
Right. It wasn't even 2 weeks. It was like a couple days later.
That was an awkward conversation at work when I realized it.
Yeah, I just had some things come up that I wasn't planning on, and then, I kind of paid for it for a while. So it's like, well, I'm feeling up to it now, feeling better now, so let's do it.
Good.
Right?
Shit happens. Happens.
You're going to see a lot more out of us because StreamYard took a payment that I didn't approve the other day, so I might as well use the damn thing since they took the freaking money for it.
I mean, it was damn near $50, so we're gonna utilize the hell out of that.
That was a bit unexpected.
Yeah, that kind of pissed us off a bit.
So, I got it. I might as well use it.
Yep.
They're all going to push everybody to restream or over to Rumble where it's free. Just a matter of time.
I've never even used Rumble. I didn't even know it was a thing.
Never even heard of it.
Johnny No Shoes is over there, and he streams on Rumble and YouTube.
Huh. Tommy's over there. Aquarium Domains over there.
Tommy's over there.
That's true, Jake. Jake says I owe him a Monday stream, and he's right. I do. Well, just get a hold of me, Jake.
Call him up, Jake. Call him Jake.
I know more life.
Yeah, I just sent Jimmy a link, and I just sent Jimmy a link. Said if you can make it, you can make it. If you can't, you can't.
Yep.
Just had my head dislocated by a puppy. That was cool. Or my knee, not my head. Her head.
Hey, let me ask everybody real quick. What about Halloween? Do you guys still get kids running around your neighborhood on Halloween?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Okay. How about you, Curtis?
Here.
They did. Well, they didn't come to our house, but we did have them in the neighborhood. Yes.
Okay. We don't have
I'm
any
almost
kids
at
around
this
here.
point. I'm afraid to hand out candy just because people are going so psycho over stupid shit. I don't want to hand nothing out and have somebody going, "Oh, you gave my kid a thin freaking Snickers."
Well, there is that.
Right.
There was actually somebody that posted the day after Facebook in our area that said somebody put a razor blade in their kid's candy, and it was a 4-inch razor blade.
That's what I'm talking about.
If you are actually paying attention to your kid's basket and what's being given to them, you would have caught that before you left their property.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
People around here are just flat out stupid.
No,
so I'm like, I don't even want to deal with it.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm going to go to Junestown.
Our 17-year-old daughter actually went trick-or-treating again this year. Did her makeup and her whole costume and everything for it.
Yeah. I like watching them.
I don't want to.
We used to like sitting out there. We'd have fog machines going. We'd have everything, and it was fun too. And then all of a sudden, these pansies moved into the neighborhood, and it's like, no, I don't even want to deal with you now.
You just, you don't know.
And then
At this point,
then they started doing that trunk or treat.
Yeah.
At this point, now I'm the guy that, come on over. I'll give you candy. Oh, that's a cool costume. Now I'm like, stay the hell off my lawn.
Yeah.
That's a
We
shame.
turned into Timmy P. Get off my lawn.
Yeah, that trunk or treat's all they do here. They don't even want the kids out going door to door.
Yeah.
See, they did ours, but it was from 5:30 to 7:30, so the sun hadn't even set by the time trick or treat was
That's
done.
around when they done ours here too. But about 8 o'clock, the kids were out walking.
So stupid.
Back when I was a kid,
You
we'd
trick
be
or
out
treated in the dark.
We'd be out until midnight.
Yeah.
Yep.
And didn't have to worry about weirdos. And I mean, yeah, you had the razor blade crap, but I'll be honest with you, I never once ran into any of that shit.
Never.
We didn't either.
Not a single time.
My brother,
Never.
we'd go up. When we'd go out, he'd go up, knock on the door, get his candy, and then he'd, have you guys got a bar of soap I can borrow? And they'd look at him like, a what? A bar of soap. And they'd go out and get him a bar of soap, hand it to him, and he'd stand there and soap their windows in front of them.
That's some funny shit right there.
Or he,
Oh my
would you guys happen to have an extra roll of toilet paper? And they'd give it to him, and he'd walk out and toilet paper their tree or their car or whatever. Just
That's
harmless
okay.
pranks.
Cheeky.
That is genius, is what that is.
Just harmless pranks.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't nothing like it is today.
No.
No.
And I don't know. They took the damn fun out of it for me.
Yeah.
Yep. It's not. Halloween didn't even seem like Halloween this year.
No.
No.
Well, the problem is they have to worry about all of the perverts trying to kidnap kids, so they want to do it in the daytime.
Right.
And it's a sad situation. These kids should be able to experience trick-or-treating in the dark like we all did.
Most we might have done was maybe scare the hell out of some kids and maybe steal their candy if they dropped it.
Yeah.
But
Right.
Yeah, bag snatching was the thing.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
you got your bag snatched, I bet it didn't happen next year.
Right.
no,
That's how we were.
Yeah. Yeah.
My bag got snatched one time. The next time I walked, my costume had a baseball bat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like,
Crazy.
but yeah, they just took all the fun out of it.
They did. And they have for a long time, unfortunately. But it's the child trafficking and all of that that's taking the fun out of it.
Right. Egging. The only thing around here that ever got egged was the cop car and the school.
Nice. Nice.
Well, they used to. Some of the older kids, when I was younger, used to play hide and seek with the local police officer, our town sheriff. A bunch of them would raise a bunch of hell on one end of town, and they'd have walkie-talkies. The cop would go that way; they'd raise hell on the other end of town. Meanwhile, the guys who were in the middle of town would roll hay bales out in the middle of the street and set them on fire.
Yes. That's my kind of game. I wanted to this year because Blue had her little Halloween costume. She had a shark Halloween costume, and Blue loves to wear clothes. So she was all about this Halloween costume. But it didn't work out for me to be able to pass out candy. So, but I did get pictures of her in her costume.
What I meant.
We were still talking Halloween and egging cars, and he talked about hide and seek with sheriffs.
Oh, yeah.
Rolling hay bales out in the middle of the street and setting them on fire. And
Yeah.
Last time I played hide and seek with the sheriff, I got caught.
Yeah. Yeah.
When the sheriff is a state trooper.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Them boys got no humor.
No, no.
I was gonna say you weren't playing a game there.
We work for the government and we're armed.
Might as well be facing drill instructors there.
Yeah. Yeah. What? I'll tell you, that report he wrote out really made me out to sound like a sloppy drunk. And he shook my hand and thanked me about 35 times for being so cooperative and just moving right through blah blah blah, and then you make me out to be a sloppy drunk. Like if you'd have read the report on that arrest, you'd think that I tore ass through a town and just bulldozed 4 houses and a government building. And it's like, literally, I didn't even scratch my car. Nothing happened. Nobody got injured. No, there was nothing. And I read that report and I went, that mother. Oh. Yeah. You can't trust them government people.
Nope. But I won't be doing that again. That is a party I do not want to attend again. Yeah,
Good idea.
barroom hotels no fun either.
Oh, now I'm okay with that as long as I'm staying there. But it's the whole. The shit part is if I could have just made it through that light, we were off the road for the rest of the night. And then
That's how it goes sometimes.
But as I've also said, don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
Yeah.
Oh. There was time involved.
There was.
And I don't think a lot of people understand that it's not just the person who committed that crime, for lack of a better word. The family and the entire household is also affected. So not only was he being punished for what happened, we were all being punished as well, in a sense.
Yep.
We all got through it, but we were all absolutely being punished in the same way that he was. Because they were looking at us.
Everyone that lived here had to consent to a search in the house.
Yes.
Vehicles parked on the property.
There was no privacy.
Didn't matter if it was parked on the street.
Yeah.
Didn't matter.
There was literally no privacy through everything he went through. If they felt the need to search him, we were also all being searched. So
Yeah, that's nuts.
yeah, I had to take my security camera off of my home through the whole process. So I could not keep an eye on the outside of my home because they didn't want us to know when they were coming to visit.
And I get that.
And anytime they showed up, they were invading my bedroom. They were invading our daughter's bedroom. They were invading his dad's bedroom. Everybody suffers the exact same way as the person being prosecuted.
Yep.
There is literally no privacy for anybody in a home of someone who fucks up. There's not. So think about that before you make stupid choices. Just saying.
Right.
Let me do your lesson.
Right. Think about that before you make a stupid choice. Your entire family and your household is going to suffer just as much as you do.
Can we get on a happy note now?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Yes.
So Jimmy, I hear
poor
you.
John.
Jimmy, I heard you ordered some bristlenose and some guppies or endlers.
Well, here's the deal on that. I was talking to Jeff, probably 2 years ago to get something from him because, like I said, I always like to get some things from people I know. And we never did it. And I thought to myself, well, I just condensed everything down. I got 10 different kind of fish dumped into a 90-gallon that you're not supposed to put together. I might do a video on that because I did it and there doesn't seem to be a problem. But
Prime time does
I
it all
still
the
need-
time.
I'm still adding to the 55-gallon mosh pit tank that I have that's got all kinds of stuff in it. And I got a hold of Jeff and I said, listen, I got a hold of a little bit of money for some postage. I can't pay for the fish, but if you just let me pay for postage, I borrowed the money from my roommate. Okay, let's just. Yeah. She used to be my girlfriend. Now she's my roommate. I think I like her better now. Anyway,
I was going to say that might be a positive.
she gave me the $25 for postage because that's what Jeff wanted me to send him. And I'm getting something from him. And I said, just help me out, give me something from your tanks. And he's going to try to do that in about a week. He said. He's still got cold weather on his end, but I'm still fine. We get 75 degrees here still.
Yeah, I'm working on getting some fire mouths from him.
Yeah. So at the last minute, I thought, let's do it now. And then I can just sit back and watch the fish all winter long, And in the spring, I still got to get something from Scully, but we'll talk about that later. I'll talk to him on the phone about it. But I'm looking forward to getting it. I have not gotten anything new for over a year now, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. But
that's awesome.
I really hadn't had
I'm
much
down-
new either, other than what I got from Curtis. Well, Jeff Kane.
Yeah, I'm down to 5 tanks. I was up to 28, and now I got 5, and I like it better this way.
And what
Oh,
does
my God.
that feel like?
I'm at 17 now.
What does what? Having 5 tanks?
Yeah, because we're at like 30 something.
Well, what it feels like is it takes me 10 minutes to do water changes for the whole room. That's what it feels like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish I could have that.
I can't even get them all fed in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it takes more than 10 minutes to feed everybody.
Now, don't get me wrong. I was enjoying having a lot of tanks, but I was doing some guppy breeding and some egg layer breeding. And like I told Curtis, I like to just try things. And then once I try them and I get it done, then I'm like, okay, I'm done with that. And I move on.
Yeah.
So eventually I just got to the point where, why don't I just keep some fish for a while and enjoy them? And that's where I'm at right now.
I think for us, it's a situation where our oldest daughter hasn't lived here for 2 years. Our youngest daughter is going to be 18 next month. And so we're able to do a lot more with traveling and just enjoying ourselves to where we're to the point where we're trying to figure out how we can condense how many tanks we have to take care of so that we can enjoy more of each other versus having these tanks tied to us like a ball and chain.
Right. That's why I downsized, was it was getting way too much.
Yeah.
But I was up to almost 200 tanks.
I got offered a Vieja hybrid today. I don't know what it was mixed with. It was pretty, but I was like, man, the only tank I got is questionable right now because it crashed. And I had one of my Red Devils spawn in it, and he did great until he
didn't
belly upped.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here going, I don't I don't trust the tank now. I'm kind of like,
The AIs are so beautiful, though.
she's pretty, but I
Yeah.
was like, man, I'm not gonna give you money and
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
and put that fish in a questionable situation.
See,
So,
and this is the thing, we're getting to the point now where we see fish or we see tanks and we go, we can actually enjoy ourselves a lot more if we don't have that to worry about.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
I get it. Yep.
we're getting almost to the empty nester stage of our life to where we want to be able to enjoy each other and our time with each other versus fish tanks and other stuff, you know. So
Right.
more rooms I can put fish tanks in.
there are tons of rooms we can put fish tanks in, but the problem is we understand what that would do in tying us down. And, you know, just this year alone, we've traveled so much because we can actually afford to do it for the most part. So it's like, well, we don't want to add any more tanks. We don't necessarily want any more fish. What's it going to take to maybe get rid of some of these tanks and some of these fish so that we can do more of this?
Well, and I do have one other reason that does not apply to you and Josh for sure. It doesn't apply to any of you guys actually. I did not want to have a mess of fish tanks for anybody to have to worry about if something ever happened to me. Okay? To be honest with you.
That's the other.
That's
Okay.
actually the other thing, you know, because nobody knows when they're going to go. And if anything were to happen to either one of us or both of us, and we have all these tanks, nobody is going to know how to take care of all of these fish and these tanks.
Right.
That's where I got a slight advantage. My grandkids have been helping take care of mine since they were able to hold a hose.
Well,
And I
good
think
for you,
both-
Mike.
And they've already, you know, it's already been decided something happens to me. You know, they divide the tanks up among all three of them.
Right. And that's great, honestly. And both of our daughters know how to take care of these tanks too, because we have left them to take care of them, but they don't want to. They don't want that. They don't enjoy fish keeping the way we do, so we don't want to put
Right.
that burden on them.
My grandkids
right.
do, though. I'm actually going to go down there and set each one of them are going to get a tank set up here next week.
That's
So
awesome.
Well,
my oldest is getting ready to. My oldest grandkid, he's turned 18. He's finishing high school in December of this year. He's already got his approval for college. He'll start next fall.
Nice.
And my great grandkid will be here in April.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And trust me, our daughters know how to take care of these tanks. They know what to do. They know what food to feed, but they don't like to. They get really annoyed when we say, oh, we're going here and you have to take care of these tanks for this many days. They're like, really? They don't want it.
My thing is, one of my 150s crashed while her and I were in Gettysburg.
Yeah.
And Maddie freaked out, which rightfully so, because obviously something wasn't right, and she didn't know what to do. And all I said was just get them out of that tank, put them in the 55 in the bathroom, and I'll deal with it when we get back.
Yeah.
Don't do anything. I need to see what's going on. And saved half of them, and she still kicks herself in the ass for that. And I'm like, why are you upset? She's like, well, I feel like I could have got more, but we were also in the middle of tearing the kitchen apart, so we had a bunch of cabinetry in front of the tank. She couldn't hardly get around to it. And I said, it is what it is. You did your best, and you got who you could get. So
Right.
I said, you don't need to kick yourself in the ass for that. I said, you saved the ones you could.
Do I see it, Kenny? I see it, Kenny.
So this tank's still been questionable, but doing better. But I don't know what happened in there, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. And I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to keep it freshwater. I may just stay to hell with it and make it a saltwater tank.
Put some badass saltfish in it. It's a 150. Why not?
I seem to do pretty good with saltwater. So
Well, Curtis can tell you about saltwater.
In our experience, salt is easier to take care of
in bigger
than
tanks.
fresh.
In bigger tanks.
Well, yes, but we've got this 90 going that we've had forever from Kelly Foreman that is saltwater, and we literally don't have to do much of anything to it versus freshwater. You're constantly tasting everything.
Yeah, basically saltwater topping it off.
Yeah. Saltwater is so much easier, in my opinion.
You know what I'm going to touch on here? I see Tommy says he quit smoking and vaping. Well, good for you. But he's smoking a clove. They're his cigars. We had a cigar. I haven't smoked since
November 4th of last year.
And at the Clash, Harry, he's the other Rico. He's like Rico's twin is what we call him.
Yes.
The guy wears a black kilt.
Yes.
He's from Canada. He's a cool dude. He comes up with these like
little filterless cigars that look like cigarettes.
They're cognac dip.
Yes.
Ooh.
So,
oh,
obviously we're not inhaling it.
No.
But I tell you what, those things tasted
phenomenal.
Really good.
They were so good.
I had one, and that was it.
He ended up giving me 2 more the next day, I think.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway,
no.
I feel you there, Tommy, is what I was getting at.
No,
you gotta have a cheat day.
Yep.
Those were so, seriously, they were so good. And we knew it wasn't going to mess with us because you don't inhale a cigar like you do a cigarette. So we're like, okay, we're going to puff on this. We're going to enjoy this flavor. We're going to socialize with people and we're going to be fine. Oh my God, they were so good. And he says he buys them here in America.
Yeah. They can't get anything flavored in Canada. Sure.
He has to apparently buy them by like the carton and take them over the border with him when he goes back home. Oh man, they were really good though.
That caught.
Yeah. No, those cigars were really good, and we're still trying to figure out or remember. But
Kenny's wearing a kilt right now.
I bet you are.
I can picture it.
And I guarantee there's no underoos underneath it.
No, I'm not picturing that part of it.
Yeah, just keep your legs together, Kenny. Keep them legs together.
Yep.
Kenny's another one we've hung out with several times at the Clash. We shared an Airbnb with him. Love him to death, but trust me, he is not shy about anything for any reason.
There's Scuba Steve. What's up, buddy?
Well, guys, we've been at it for a little over 2 hours.
Yeah.
I think we're going to call her. Think we're going to call her a night.
Sure.
We'll get back in here before long. Josh has a picture.
Oh my
TMI
God.
there, TMI.
It may be a screensaver. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thank everybody for coming. Jimmy, Curtis, Josh, Jeff.
My pleasure.
Thanks for
Everybody
having us.
everybody that came in chat. We'll see you next go round.
Yes.
It was good seeing all y'all again.
Yep. And remember, no matter where you're at, there you are.
I love you, Jimmy.